Hello there, it is time. The Bad Batch finale is coming up. So it's time to do some bingo. Because that's what we do, apparently. So I made a Bad Batch finale bingo card and didn't spend too much time on this stuff. Sort of just went through a bunch of things that I'm like, yeah, this will probably happen. Some of them probably not, but yeah. Anyway, let's go through it. Alright, first up, going top to bottom, left to right. Batcher dies. I feel like it's a cheap shot just to kill off an animal. So, yeah, maybe. But then again, Batcher's back on Pabu, isn't she? So, maybe not. Probably should have changed that one. Anyway, CX-02 is nobody. I know a lot of people are being like CX-02 is tech. I'm sticking to my guns. It's no one. I really hope it's no one. Emery sacrifices herself. I think this is likely. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I just realized I didn't put Lama Su on here at all, and that probably would have been a good idea. Lama Su is killed. Maybe. I don't know. Rampart does not betray the Batch. I feel like it's setting him up to betray them, and then I feel like there'll be a point where he doesn't betray them. I don't know. I feel like it'll be the type of thing where like someone goes to shoot the Batch and he pushes them out of the way and takes the shot instead. That's where I'm sort of going for. Tarkin appears. He's already appeared once this season. His thing is to show up and say, this is too expensive, we don't need to fund this. So I feel like Tarkin could appear again. Next up, a Wilhelm scream. That one's just for fun. It's Star Wars. There's a likelihood of it showing up. But yeah. When have we ever followed orders? I feel like that's just a great line to bring back. Yeah. Them escaping, maybe Omega is going to be the only one escapes that I believe. And Omega basically says, like, I order you to escape, or I order you to come with me, and someone will say that when have we ever followed orders, and they'll go back, and something like that. Tech is not alive. God, I hope this one's true. Yeah, that's just what I'm putting there. Tech is not alive. We'll see Project Necromancer corrupted. I don't know, because I feel like it's probably too early for it to be completely corrupted, but it will definitely be set back. I don't think we'll see the corruption of it from this point, maybe. The final shot of the series will be of Palpatine. Whether it's Palpatine like staring at like the cloning vats or something like that, I think the final shot will be with Palpatine. Omega uses the Force. Unlikely, but I feel like there's just enough of a possibility that it'll happen. The Zillo Beast eats Hemlock. I feel like the Zillo Beast is going to escape regardless, but I'm going to put it out there that the Zillo Beast eats Hemlock. I originally had it as the Zillo Beast eats Scorch, but I changed it to Hemlock. Middle spot, free spot for Bad Batch. Omega is the sole survivor of the core group of the Bad Batch, which is very, very possible in my mind. But maybe not. Who knows? I've just got Echo dies because he's been so underutilized this season, and I feel like they'll think they're using him better or correctly if they kill him off. But I feel like he's barely been in this season, so I don't know. I have him down as dying because they'll try and use that to give him a bit more purpose, but I'm not sure. I have Rex and the Clone Rebellion spin-off is sort of teased / backdoor piloted. I don't know if there's room for it, to be honest. Like, maybe they'll call in the cavalry and Rex and the other clones will show up to try and help them out of Tantus. Maybe, but I'm actually kind of regretting putting it there now. But I don't know. I just feel like there's still room, not so much in this season, but in the universe for that Clone Rebellion to have a little thing, like maybe just like a little 8-episode miniseries or something. Quinlan Vos appears. I have this because they're going to break out of Tantus and they're going to have a bunch of kids with them, Force-sensitive kids. And the Obi-Wan Kenobi show showed us that Quinlan Vos was helping the Path hide Force-sensitive people. This was my theory for ages about how even Ventress would appear. I thought it would be a flashback. So I'm putting Quinlan Vos in there, appearing as a member of the Path who is going to hide all the kids that escaped from Tantus. Maybe. Sid returns. Sid has not been in this entire season, and I feel like she might get at least one appearance. I feel like she's got to come back for one episode just to see what she's been up to or what happens. Like, is she full of regret? I don't know. I'd be interested to see her one last time, though. Crosshair sacrifices himself for Omega. This seems likely, I think, just because Crosshair has had the most development over this entire series. And I feel like that would be a fitting end for that character. Grogu appearing, I have. The reason I have this is because I think Project Necromancer is going to be set back a lot on here, because I've got it down on the bottom row, Tantus is destroyed, which means Necromancer will be set back. And then someone will be like, well, what do we do? And they'll be like, well, we have to refocus our efforts because all the kids have escaped, we can't find them. But we did find a line on this other Force sensitive, and that'll be Grogu, and that'll be when he has to really start like booking it to get out of there. So I've got Grogu, maybe Kelleran Beck as well. That would be cool. But yeah, I feel like there might be a mention of Grogu or a little look at him, maybe. But it's pretty far-fetched. Scorch does something. Scorch has just sort of been here. In the background. I thought it was Scorch, and then I didn't think it was Scorch, but apparently it is Scorch. And he's just sort of not really done anything. So it'd be cool for him to do something. I just want him to be involved in something. We'll see. It's a very ambiguous one. I've got Snoke here, and I feel like this one sort of ties back into Project Necromancer Corrupted, because I believe that Necromancer... Snoke will be produced from Project Necromancer, but as a corruption of an attempted Palpatine clone. But I feel like, once I wrote it down, I feel like it's actually probably way too early for that, so maybe, but probably not. So yeah, I didn't spend a whole lot of time on these, I just sort of like was trying to fill up spaces. So Snoke, maybe, probably not. Tantus destroyed, I'm positive is going to happen. So yeah. Ventress reunites with Omega. I feel like Ventress is not going to just have a one-off appearance. I feel like Omega will be the sole survivor. I reckon Fee will probably return to drop her off somewhere, and she will take her to Ventress. Maybe, because it just felt like a Ventress Omega spin-off. Felt like a real sure thing for a while, but that's my guess. And finally, Emery KO's Skolder. I feel like it'll just be like a punch in the back of the head or a stun gun, something like that. But yeah, I was just trying to figure out where to put Emery and Skolder into this equation. I do have Emery sacrifices herself up the top as well. I should have changed that one to like Lama Su or something, but yeah, whatever. But yeah, I'll check back after the finale and see how many of these I got right. I'm not super confident in a lot of them now that I actually like look at it and read them out loud, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, let me know what you think. What would you put on your own bingo card for the finale? And we'll see how we all did next week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. May the Force be with you, always.